Francesca here with the colour potential cards. The cards for people who don't normally use cards. And I was inspired the other day watching television to hear a character say, "Untie the knot of a troubled mind." I thought, oh, that would make a fantastic video. Untie the knot of a troubled mind. So if you have a troubled mind, we're going to pick some cards to untie the knot. Now, I'm not very good with knots. You know, the Christmas lights come out and they're tangled, and I think, oh God, how do they do this? What do they do all year in the loft? Do they just sit there tangling themselves up when I've carefully put them away? Clearly they do. How do they do it? I don't know. It's a bit like the question of where are all the odd socks? Anyway, before I digress too much, if your mind is a bit like the Christmas lights and you can't really see how to untangle it, my suggestion is just to go knot by knot. So let's choose a knot in your troubled mind. If I say that, you've probably got some idea. What are you worrying about? Let's just untangle it a bit. Here we go. Let's just untangle it a bit. And this is what will help you untangle it. Okay? So, 3 cards. Choose 1, 2 or 3. You bring this out towards the problem, towards the tangled mind, and this will help you at least untangle it a bit. You know, when you've got a tangled mess and you do the first one, it's a bit sort of, oh, I've got a few more to do, but at least you feel you've done something. At least you feel you've started. So that's what this is going to be. How to help you start untangling your knotted mind. It's lovely, isn't it? I've never heard that before. Okay, if you pick card number 1, this is what's going to help you untangle. And it is spirituality, purple, colour of highest vibration, our connection to whatever you think is out there. Angels, fairies, God, the universe, Gaia, or yourself, your higher self. So there's something about this where in order to untangle that first knot, you need to come out of yourself a bit. You're approaching it a bit too rationally. Sounds a bit weird for untangling, but anyway, let's go with it. So purple, this very high colour, the colour that they think early man could not see because he could not access the vibration that would allow it to go into our eye and therefore to our brain. Purple. Let me think about this. You need to connect to something outside yourself, whatever you believe that to be. And if you don't believe there is anything outside of ourselves, connect to a higher part of yourself. So if you think of purple as the highest vibration and the shortest wavelength of colour on the electromagnetic spectrum, it's also, if you're into chakras, our crown chakra. So it's the top here. So just, if you've picked this card, just sit with yourself and imagine the problem, whatever the tangle is, and just offer it up into the heavens. You don't have to believe God's there or angels are there, just up into somewhere else. Give the tangle a chance to be in a different atmosphere, and see if that allows you to untangle a part of this knotted mind. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Just wish I'd been wearing purple, but there you go. Oh, number 2. What will help you untangle? Oh, receiving. We do like this card. It comes a lot. Receiving. It's sea colours because it's about ebb and flow. Receiving is a part of giving, giving is a part of receiving. And if you're a regular viewer, you will have heard me say, I think receiving is more difficult than giving. I don't think it's better to give than to receive, because I think in order to receive, you have to give a part of yourself. If you're giving someone a present, you have the power you are giving to them. In order for them to receive, and a lot of people are not good at receiving, in order for them to receive, they have to open up and share part of themselves to allow the gift truly in. So, what is it that you are not receiving? Is that the right way to put it? Receiving, tangled, not. Something you can't untangle. I mean, you know, if you're like me, which it would be quite a complex thing to be if you were like me, I believe that you receive messages from life all the time. So if that speaks to you, maybe you're not hearing or seeing sort of directions that life is giving you to help with this. If you're not like that, if the problem is to do with another person, maybe you're not receiving what they're trying to give you. If it's not to do with another person, if it's to do with something else, ooh, receiving. I'm going to have to think about this. Yeah, let me think about this. And let's go on to card number 3. And I'll try and think about receiving a bit more. And card number 3 is lovely, balance, green, perfect. Yes, I mean, I would guess all knotted minds are a result of some kind of imbalance. So the reason balance is green is because it is the only colour that causes no disturbance to the eye. As I was saying about the purple, every colour has a different vibration. And for us to receive that vibration and wavelength through our eye to our brain, the eye has to adjust slightly to receive it. Now with green, it doesn't have to adjust at all. And you've heard me say a million times before, I'm pretty sure this is why nature is green. Because if we were surrounded by red the entire time, we'd be on high alert. But no, green, so balanced. So there's something out of balance here. I think if I say that, you'll know exactly what it is. This knotted mind is out of balance. How can you balance it? How can you bring a bit of relaxing? Maybe that's it. Maybe just relax about this knotted mind, about this tangled problem. Breathe in some green. Put it down. I woke up one morning and said to my husband, I feel I've laid down a burden during the night. I do a lot of thinking during the night and working out. And he probably wrote a song about it. Lay down your burden of this problem. Get into balance. Allow the green to wash through you and over you, and breathe and see if the problem begins to untangle itself. Very clear on both of these. Right, receiving. Let's pick a problem. Let's pick a problem. Let's say your problem is with creativity. Be an obvious one for me to choose. How is receiving helping with that? Oh, getting emotional. You know me and my cards. What I got just then was that maybe you weren't receiving enough of yourself, that you weren't allowing enough of yourself in this problem, that somehow what you need to receive, you're denying yourself. Because it's pathetic or weak or whatever comes to your mind. It doesn't matter how silly it is. Because we have so many judgments. We have more judgments about ourselves than we do about other people. So what is it about you that you're not allowing yourself to receive from you about this problem? I was hoping I would get there in the end. Receiving, see, calm, not calm, soothing, baptismal, water. Allow more of you. Allow more of you to wash over you. Okay, stop there before I start fully crying. But thank you, as always, for being there with me. Thank you for joining with me. And I wish you a great untangled mind.